It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
I'm wondering.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. It's a 32-yard return on the play, and we were thinking it could have gone for even more. And it'll be Dolphins football. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They send Hill right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Got his target. It's Hill. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Dolphins get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is intercepted. Marshawn Lattimore. And the Dolphins get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. 18 rapid.
From the gun is Purdy. Finds his man, Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. 19 tight. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And he's out of bounds at the 4. Oh, he was thinking touchdown there. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Jones. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try for Jones. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and goal, Purdy. Touchdown, Miami! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Cut. 12. Cut.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
11. Cut.
Trying for it with Burrow. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Purdy setting up that play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And that forces them to 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
On 2, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what Looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
4th down, Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Dolphins get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Track at 60. Ready. 70 range. 70 range. Left stay 19. Check go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
1-1, ready?
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. Stop.
Now Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Hunt team is on now, and they get this away. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Go! Cowboy 80. Go!
Looking to throw, Purdy. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play action now with Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over after the interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just gave himself maybe a look on that.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Dolphins return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in. Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Back to the air on second, Purdy. Caught out left. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. From the red zone now. And in for the Miami touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Motioning Chase left.
Dot.
First down, Burrow to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backward.
And they pick him off again. And the Dolphins have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hut, hut.
Purdy throwing here. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins with the football. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, check that. Street. 18 Rattler, go!
Here's Purdy to throw. Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Bengals football.
Here we go. 11.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
11. 11 mighty.
On first down, here's Burrow. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, put a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw again, it's Burrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Burrow out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
12. 11.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Man in motion, headed right. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Let's find our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun is Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
70 Lion, 19 tight, 19 tight. Get up.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Nabbed along the sideline by Higgins. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Go!
Got his target. It's Hill. Still has some space inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 4. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warrior 70. Go street. Ready?
Purdy throwing here on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Counter play, Jones. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, Purdy. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
Gotta go forward.
Working quickly here.
11 common. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hits him on the out route.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Stop.
Trying for it with Burrow. Throw caught by his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. And they pick him off again. And the Dolphins will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They're giving it to Jones on the option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Jones reels it in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. The throw to the right finds Waddle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completes this one to Chase. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, stop.
Burrow setting to throw. This one taken in by Chase. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow finds his man Chase. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Stop. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Bengals football, and the Cats face elimination. They trail to start the 4th. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
11 mighty. 11. Here we go. Stop.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's not going to get much. A modest gain at best to the 41. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Putting the tight end in motion.
19 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
To the air, 3rd and long. Finds his man, Waddle. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
It's first downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play into systems like this that just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Jones once more. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jones. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Dolphins throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tack on 7 more to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
On 1, ready?
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant, because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense.
Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Dolphins got it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A give left side to Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him a couple on the run, but that run accomplishes little. It's 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Bronk. He's out there again for another field goal try. This from 48 on the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
12. Got?
Throwing from the gun here. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball.
Here we go.
It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He connects downfield on 4th. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.